Welcome to day 3 of my social media campaign of 30 days, 30 photos, and 30 stories, and I'm absolutely pumped to share with you today's image. This picture is of mahi-mahis offshore of Tonga, and why I'm so excited to share it with you is because this was actually my very first published photograph that ever made it into a magazine. Now, I couldn't have done this image without the help of others, and this is something we often overlook when it comes time to take that picture, is all the preparation that goes into it. Not only as a photographer do you need to worry about composition, if your strobes are going to fire, if the subjects are going to cooperate, but leading up and preparing to shoot wildlife can be challenging. So you sometimes need to listen to people with a lot more experience than you to help get you in the right place at the right time. Now, I couldn't have done this shot without the help of one of my fellow captains. At the time, I was working for an amazing family on their private super yacht throughout the South Pacific. And due to probably this captain's, I would have to say, 30, 40 years in the fishing industry, he was able to simulate a live bait ball off the coastline with these minnows that we gathered in the morning, and then we dispersed them out there in the middle of the ocean. In a short amount of time, a big school of mahi-mahi came and started hitting the bait ball and just really made it easy to capture these images. So it's a nice little fishing trick that he's used just to catch fish, and with his help, I was able to catch this shot. And then the side note of this as well too, guidance from other photographers. And this is something I'm always passionate about. And I want you as blossoming photographers in your own or divers that have questions, I am always open to fielding questions and giving you guys input, because throughout my career as an underwater photographer, I had help from pros as well. So there's a fabulous photographer, Montoccio. He's a South African photographer that really helped give me some insight on how to take some great fish pictures, especially fast-moving subjects like these mahi. Some things you want to consider to freeze these subjects in the frame are going to be a high shutter speed. So sometimes you can cheat and get away on a high shutter priority mode in your camera, or you can just dial in those high fast shutter speeds and adjust your aperture and ISO to nail that shot. Also too, shooting in manual white balance mode is really nice when you have subjects that are moving quite fast and you may not be able to direct those strobes directly on your subject. So using natural ambient light at the surface of the shot, because we're only in maybe 10, 15 feet of water in this image here, but that really helped nail it. So this is why that shot's so important to me and so impactful. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it, and hopefully it inspires you to take some images as well. This creative process throughout the next 30 days is a growth process. So if you guys have questions, comments, or input, definitely put it down there in the comment section. I'm open to all critiques, criticisms, maybe even just a shout out. So use it for what it's worth. Have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow.